4 minutes.
I have to say I was amused to hear Labour Deputy Eric Byrne referring to Deputy Adams as a sponger in the chamber yesterday. It just happens only last weekend I spent a day clearing out years, actually decades of political stuff and council stuff that built up in the parlour at home, when I happened to come across an election leaflet from the early noughties from the bold Deputy Byrne, obviously in a previous incarnation. I picked it up and read it, and under the bold heading, "You know where I stand," Deputy Byrne pledged to oppose not just water charges but all service charges. So I think that raised a question over his own position politically. And we know where Eric stands now, and I think what I should do is put it up on Facebook so people see clearly the change that many Labour Party TDs have made on this issue. But calling someone a sponger is mild compared to Labour councillor Dermot Lacey at a recent Dublin City Council meeting, where he referred to water charges protesters as fascists, a charge he refused to retract when challenged. I'm telling you, Connolly and Larkin must be spinning in their graves at the antics of some of those who have usurped the honourable traditions of Labour. You're nothing short of a disgrace. Now we have the spectacle of a Labour minister, Alan Kelly, threatening those who can't and won't pay the charge with a hell and high water attitude, if you'll excuse the pun. We now see the government's retreat last year has been quite clearly what we said it was, a tactical step back in the hope that mass opposition to Irish water and the charges would weaken. We said at the time that you couldn't be trusted. We know you have lowered the charge as a tactic and as a Trojan horse. But we also know, as the man under the bridge knows, once charges for water are in, there's only one way they will go, and that is up, whether it's in 2019 or 20 or 21. Neither can you be trusted on the privatisation issue. Your promises on this issue are about as trustworthy as Deputy Byrne's campaign pledges. Some people on the government side might be in denial regarding the scope of the opposition to water charges in Irish water, even after last Saturday's magnificent Right to Water demonstration of unity, solidarity and determination. But I also believe a majority on the government side are very well aware that you will face ongoing mass demonstrations, ongoing protests against metering and mass non-payment of the charge, and I will state quite clearly I will not be paying. This is why we have Minister Kelly heading up a campaign of misinformation, intimidation and fear. And it won't work. It won't work, Minister. A charge is not a tax. Irish Water do not have the draconian powers given to revenue on the property tax. Irish Water is a utility. And also, you cannot take hundreds of thousands of people to court for attachment orders. It's just impossible to implement such a task. These threats will be counterproductive. It may scare some people, there's no doubt about that, but I believe the only thing you'll achieve is to make people more angry, more united and more determined to smash these unjust and unfair water austerity charges. I thank the Socialist Party for bringing this private member's motion into the Dáil, and I'll be voting in support.
Thank you. Deputy Pringle.